Welcome to the second edition of Rangers Recap with myself, Jake Howorth, and of course, Steven Ellis, the media guy / color guy / video guy / Twitter guy / pretty much everything. And the North York Rangers had a monster week. 2 games, 7-1 against the Milton Ice Hawks and the Stouffville Spirits. Steven, where was this offense early on in the season?
You know, the multi-game losing streak a couple weeks ago was a really tough thing for this team. And I think they circled these couple games with Orangeville, Milton, today against Stouffville, and then coming up against the Muskies as games that they know they can win and turn their season around. And not that the season's been bad, actually. They're one of the top teams in the entire conference. But it was just, it was a tough situation where they were losing to teams they needed to beat in their own division, their own conference. And that was starting to put them farther back in the standings. And all of a sudden, they score all these goals. And again, I think there was almost like a pent-up situation where all the guys just couldn't score. And that's that game against Buffalo specifically. That was scary because how many times did they actually get a good scoring chance? A lot. Yeah. How many did they actually get in? 0. That was a situation that was really tough. Same thing happened in that game against St. Mike's when to start that losing streak. So I think the team really kind of rallied around that and got great goaltending. The defense made it really tough for Stouffville to do anything today, as evidenced by the 1 goal. And it was just a really good effort by Stouffville to be fair to them. And again, you can't be disappointed when you score 7 goals. So I think the team's got to be pretty impressed with their effort.
Well, during that losing streak, 4-game losing streak, they were only able to score 3 goals, and now it's a complete opposite. They couldn't buy a goal. Now they're kind of going at all fours. The floodgates are open, and tonight defensively, they brought in the 7th defenseman, Fantuzzi, and he played great. I think the defense alone played phenomenal, and Joey Maziar's, Harrison Reese, that pairing I think is one of the best in the OJHL. And I'm not just saying that for the sake of saying that because we cover the team. I just think they both complement each other so well. Both players are going to go to the Eastern Canada Cup later on in November. And for the goaltending, Jed Alexander, another, you could say, quiet night, but the goals against average goes down, save percentage goes up. Anytime for a goalie, that's phenomenal. What does he bring to the table that's so great for this team?
Well, he's got great athleticism, and that's the thing that he doesn't give up on the plays. And again, that's something we say a lot about this team. I feel like a broken record, but it's really true. This guy will make any save at any point of the game. He's made a ton of highlight reel saves. Nice stick save a few games ago, and that was a pretty fun one to watch. But yeah, the team's getting a lot of morale boost from him too. I don't think there's a single guy on this team that could say a negative thing about Jed Alexander. He seems to be a guy that everyone wants to talk to. Comes to the bench all the time to talk to us, and even on game day he's loose, he's having fun, and he brings a lot to the team off ice and on ice, and there's a reason why he is also going to play at the Eastern Canada Cup. It's because he's just so strong on the ice.
Well, and the other 2 guys, of course, are Nick Campoli and Peter Muzica. And overall, the Oakville Blades are coming to town next Sunday at home. And we both covered the team last year. They were one of the best teams in the entire country. And the turnaround was massive. And I mean massive. They lost every gifted offensive player, and even defensively. The real guys that stand out are like Chris Elliott, Hayami, and Kellenberger are the only real players back you can think of off the top of your head. But they're ranked 18th in the nation right now. Why are they so gifted?
Well, some of the guys that were more depth guys on the team, like you said, Hayami and Jack Ricketts and Garrett Pike, who's played forward and defense. You get those guys when they're playing at their best. They're a really dangerous team. They're really fast. When we saw them come here last time, it was a really strong battle, and it was speed versus speed, defense versus defense, and it was some good goaltending on both ends too. And the last time these 2 teams played, actually, North York did win in Oakville, and I think Oakville will want revenge for that. But North York knows, they got a lot of momentum, and the Muskies just lost 9-0 today, and if North York could do something kind of similar to that, well, they'll go into a game against Oakville and thinking, we could score a lot of goals, and everything's kind of running on their side right now.
The last time they were here, North York Rangers lost. In their previous 3 games, the North York Rangers are averaging just over 6 goals. That's staggering. But that's all the time we have on Rangers Recap. Jake Howorth, Steven Ellis. We'll check you in next Monday for the latest edition.